found this wisdom. Light is all around, never lost and never found. Vision. When I see you, I can see your heart. Who will look away? Yeah.
Good morning, friends. Lisa Ferrero here, and welcome to the Unity Church of Delaware. I am the guest speaker today, and I'm going to share some new music with you also with my friend Natalia Zuckerman. And we go out as, well, we used to go out. We will be going out again soon as we're able, as Seek Her 7. Please join in singing a really fun song called We Are the Light.
We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. I trust in me, I trust in me, I trust in you, I trust in you to shine, to shine. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. I trust in me, I trust in me, I trust in you, I trust in you to shine. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. One more time. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light of the world. And lights shine.
Thank you for singing with us. Isn't that a fun one to sing? We are the light. We are the light of the world as we move into what in the material world looks like as the darkest, longest days. It's that inner light that we're going to talk about today and the gifts of the Magi. Once again, my name is Lisa Ferrero. I am the guest speaker today, and the music is going to be by Seek Her 7, which is me with my friend Natalia Zuckerman, and give you an opportunity now to just turn within to that inner light as we share a beautiful song called Quietude. The words were inspired by Dr. Maya Angelou. This was the inspiration from her final tweet. And Erika Luckett and I put it to music. And Natalia and I are singing it here. It's called Quietude. We invite you to just find your sacred center, getting deep within, and allow this music to nourish yourselves. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the roar
of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. The voice of God. The voice of God. You might hear the voice of God. Voice of God, the voice of God. You might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, may you hear the voice of God.
As we inhale peace, we exhale stress. As we inhale that healing, loving light of the consciousness of joy, expansion, recognizing that we are all connected, we are safe, we are one in that spirit of the infinite intelligence, the Christ consciousness. We ask to allow more light, more love, and to release and let go of all that is unlike love and joy. In this time of transition, of shift and change, we allow more of the good feelings. Oh, infinite beloved, turn our consciousness, turn our hearts always toward you, always towards more of thee, less of me, so that I may be the light, I may be the love, I may be that sacred presence that brings the joy, that brings stillness where there's chaos. In the words of St. Francis, may I be that one who brings understanding where those who tread where there's misunderstanding. May I be the light of love that dissipates that chaos, brings that stillness, that awakening, the awakening like the promise of the new light of the Christ intelligence within us all, the infinite God, goddess, whatever we call this intelligence, we know that it is alive within us. And we say yes. We know that it's good and it is very good. It does its good and perfect work as us. The more we open to it, the more light we can bring in, the more love we can share. May this be our solemn vow. May we become an expression and a pure reflection of you, the infinite source, infinite love. Om, peace. Amen. And we're going to share one more song with you that Natalia and I wrote. It's called Come Back Home. And enjoy and allow yourself again to experience that coming back home in consciousness to that, the soul, the one who knows that joy. Here's Come Back Home.
When I am open, gentle and slow, a dozen a diamond, no, it was cold. I came from somewhere, and I will go, trusting that spirit makes me whole. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. It's the place that you know you're never alone. Spiraling upward beyond spirit and skin, courageous and formless, where we begin. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. It's the place that you know you're never alone. When I am open, gentle and slow, doesn't a diamond know it was gold? I came from somewhere and I will go, trusting that spirit makes me whole. When I am open, gentle and slow, I came from somewhere, I will go. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. It's the place that you know you're never alone. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. You can always come back home, come back home, come back home. It's the place that you know you're never alone. Come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back, come back.
And welcome back. Once again, I'm Lisa Ferrero. If you're just joining, I am the guest speaker for Unity of Delaware today, and I am so excited to be here. And we welcome you to share your comments with us in the chat. And today's talk is called The Gifts of the Magi. The Gifts of the Magi. And I often wondered, why 3 gifts? Why 3 kings? There was that question, sometimes if you're watching a movie, those old movies, and the person who was, lots of gags were going on, and there'd always be the person who would come in, and was the straight person who would say, what is the meaning of this? It's one of my favorite questions when I read stories, like what the metaphor, what the symbology, like the symbolism is of all of these things. And what's the meaning of this? 3 kings, 3 gifts, and those particular gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and what they symbolize. And so it kind of represents the triune nature of our humanness. So as we turn in toward the season of Advent, Advent is a term, a Latin term, which means a coming. So we wait in joyful anticipation of the coming and the rebirth of the Christ consciousness to planet Earth, right? In the form of the man named Jesus. And we call it the nativity of Jesus. And it's an interesting word. It's another Latin word. Nativity means arisen by birth. Nativity means arisen by birth. So it's the birth of the consciousness which has arisen by the birth, the physical form of Jesus the Christ. And it anticipates three different comings of this intelligence. One, in the flesh at Bethlehem, the triune nature of our humanness, in our hearts daily, the birth of that Christ intelligence in our hearts every single day. Sometimes we wait for the inspiration to hit us around this season, which is great, the season of light, whatever it takes to get us, to wake us from our listless slumber, so to speak, in our consciousness, to allow that to be awakened in our hearts every day. So it's in the flesh at Bethlehem, in our hearts daily. And then, as Jesus said, as many as received him, to them he gave the power to become children of God. That's in John 1:12. So meditate daily. Don't wait. Allow that anticipation to turn into meditation, commitment to go deeper. And then the third way is in glory at the end of time. So the Christ intelligence comes in the flesh, born through Jesus in Bethlehem, in our hearts every day, and at the end of time, in the glory at the end of time. So how does that work then with the gifts and the three wise men? And that's it. That each one of the gifts, gold is a symbol of kingship on earth that takes care of the bodily form, and frankincense as incense, as a symbol of a deity, an illuminated mind, an illuminated consciousness, the incredibly the vast intelligence of the Christ consciousness, that cosmic consciousness, which is available to all of us. Be still and know that I am God, is what Jesus said. And just be still in that consciousness, knowing that it's an inside in your soul, and allow it to be born in us every day. And then myrrh as an embalming oil, as a symbol of death. So we have these three wise men, the gifts of the Magi. Gold symbolizing the body, recognizing this human, beautiful vessel to become an illumined consciousness of the light of Christ, that intelligence. And then to use that to be born in us every single day, to remember every day that we are human beings, endowed with the consciousness of the Christ intelligence, the cosmic consciousness of source. Call it God, goddess, whatever you want to call it. We were born endowed with it. It is for us to awaken by following the principles and the practices. Maybe meditation is one for you, to keep us focused on that which powers everything that we do. And then myrrh, the symbol of the transcendent one, the part of us that goes on, the part of us that goes on. And I think about these kinds of things, from like the 1100s, they started to really speak more about these three comings, the flesh in the heart, and then the one that goes on. We don't get to hear so much about it every day. And I think every single moment we could start to participate in a new way in this holiday season, this Christmas season, through this season of Advent, as we wait in joyful anticipation of that awakening. It's very personal, this triune nature of our humanness. We've got these gifts that remind us that the wise men follow that star of the East. And I like to give this talk of the metaphysical teachings of what the star of the East is. That's that star in the middle of our forehead, the third eye. What if that's the star on the top of our chakras, which could be the tree of life, the Christmas tree, the symbol of the Christmas tree, and awakening the chakras as the tree of life, spoken of at the beginning in Genesis. And it's also spoken of at the end when we follow that tunnel of light out, back through the third eye. So in meditation, being still and knowing that Christ intelligence is alive in us, it powers everything we do. And let that tree, light your own Christmas tree this year, is my invitation to you. Give yourself an opportunity during this pandemic time to go within. Since we can't really go without, we're being asked not to mix and mingle in a jingle and beat this year, but to kind of slow down. May this be the year that we invite those gifts of the Magi, to lay them at the heart of our intention, our intuition. Bring that gold. Treat yourself like gold. Treat your body to a walk, maybe something healthy to eat, or something that just makes you feel good in your humanness. Treat yourself, the body part, and then your heart. Do what you love. Do what ignites your soul, your passion, your passion. I'm thinking of hanging an ornament that is the representation of my devotion to the passion of my life. What do I love? So I hang guitars on my Christmas tree, microphones. Erika used to hang, we had cellos on the Christmas tree, things that we loved. Music. We loved so many things, but those are the things that we like to buy and put on our tree, the outward. But on the inside, it's those things that power us, that music of the spheres, the joy, the love, the laughter of friends. We could carry those memory bulbs with us and allow them to be the ornaments of our inner tree. Allow yourself to call to mind some of the best Christmases you've ever enjoyed. Since we can't be physically present with people, we can always bring them into our heart's mind, And then allowing for the preparation of that which has gone already in robes of light, others who have transcended, transitioned into the other world. We could bring them back through our memory. But prepare ye the way of the Lord. It's getting our consciousness ready for what's to come, looking ahead, and allowing for us to be present to the presence. I like that in Scrooge, Christmas presents with a T, Christmas presents with CE. It's fun to play with words. It's fun to play with consciousness too. And so my invitation for you is let in your heart this year that Christmas be born. May that intelligence be born in your heart this year, in your Christmas. May it be the advent, the coming of that consciousness which endures, the one that lights that cosmic tree of life that is within, all those chakras in your spine. And may the seat of your intuition, may you follow that star in the east. There was a garden eastward of Eden. Follow that light, follow that star in your third eye, and allow the intuition born of that cosmic intelligence to guide you every step of the way to find your peace, and to recognize that you are kings, you are queens of the consciousness of life. I wish you all the best this holiday season. I can't wait till we can be together again in person. And I want to share another song with you. Actually, I'm going to do a closing prayer first. I'm just looking at the order of things. And I invite you to just take this into your heart. So infinite, divine, beloved, we thank you for these precious gifts, the golden thought that comes to us and awakens us when we least expect it. We look for thee night and day. In our hearts, awaken us with the lamp of thy light, like the lamp of thy love, the lamp of peace. With frankincense, may we be fragrance, beautiful fragrance to all who cross our path. May they catch a whiff of our divine joy, our divine light, the spark of your cosmic intelligence. We operate from love. It's from joy we've come, and joy we live. In that sacred joy we melt. And in that sacred joy, the thing to come, our eternal presence with thee. May we prepare ourselves to take any journey that comes to us next. In this time of uncertainty, we hang the bulbs of our consciousness, the bulbs of our realization, of our prayers, our joyful anticipation. We hang them on the knowing that thou art ever with us, protecting us, guiding us through the star of our own intuition, awakened by meditation or just divine realization of thee. It's thy grace that awakens us. I know this is so, and I give great thanks with so much love. Peace. Amen. Now we're going to do one more closing song. It's called Nothing Can Dim This Light That Shines from Within. Sing along.
Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Light that shines from within. Light that shines. Light that shines from within. One more time. Light that shines from within.
Which brings us to the announcements today. And the music you've been listening to is Seek Her 7, SEEKHER 7, seekher7.com. If you want to check out some of the more of the music that Natalia Zuckerman and I do, check us out there and enjoy. Also, gratitude to all of you for your continued support. This community, even though we're not meeting together in a group, your contributions really are so important right now. And we thank you for sending the donations to Unity Center of Delaware and Unity Church of Delaware. And by connecting on Sundays, it's an important way for all of us to feel that sense of oneness. So thank you so much for all your support in consciousness and your financial contributions to the centers right now. And Joanne and Joe will be back next Sunday. And I know you can't wait to see them. Two of my favorite people. Oh, there's one more thing, Jazz Up the Holidays, a fundraiser for Soul Call Ministries, of which I'm the founder and spiritual director. I'm a jazz singer. It's our 16th anniversary celebration of Jazz Up the Holidays. It's a concert. We're going to be doing it virtually, but you could find out more and purchase tickets at soulcallministries.org. Soul Call, SOULCALL ministries.org, and just click on events and scroll down to Monday, December 7th. And you'll see Jazz Up the Holidays, and you can purchase a ticket and get your link and watch from the warmth and comfort of your own home, and know that we're going to help lots of people in the community who are struggling right now. So it's a fundraiser for women and children mostly, but families who are in need. So thank you for joining me if you can, and can't wait to see you all again. Again, I give you many blessings, and now let's do our prayer for protection. And you can just say it along with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Goodbye, friends. Until next time. Merry Christmas and many, many blessings.